Look, I was just sitting here thinking about it, and it's kind of crazy. Like, why is it so hard to just eat good food? We all know the deal. We know a piece of fruit is better for us than a bag of chips. We've known that since we were kids. But if you look around, everyone's picking the chips. It's not because we all forgot what's healthy. It's because life right now feels like one big, long, tiring day. Think about it. When you really have a bad day, maybe you got in trouble, maybe you're stressed out, you don't usually want a salad. You want something that tastes good right now. You want a treat. It's like we use food to give ourselves a little high five for making it through the day. We tell ourselves, hey, I had a rough morning, so I deserve this candy bar. The problem is, we're having these rough mornings every day. So the treat stops being a treat and it becomes what we just eat normally. And then there's a way we talk about it online. You see people saying they're locking in. They act like they're perfect. They're going to eat only the best stuff and never touch a burger again. But that's so hard to do. It's like running a marathon when you haven't even walked around the block. So what happens? We try to be perfect for 2 days, and then we get tired, and then we give up. We think, well, I already messed it up, so might as well eat the whole box of chips. We go from one side to the other. There's no middle part. Plus, have you walked to a store lately? It's basically a trap. I'm gonna be honest. The stuff that you see is bad for you, and it's always right there in front of your face. It has the bright colors, it has the fun pictures, it's cheap, it's fast. If you want the healthy stuff, you have to go find it. You have to wash it, you have to cut it up, and you have to cook it. That takes a lot of work. And when you're already tired from work, or even just school, college, whatever it is, you don't have the energy to do all of that. You just want to open a bag and be done with it. It feels like we're all just drifting. We aren't choosing to be unhealthy on purpose. We're just taking the easy path because every other path feels too steep. Everything in the world right now is just built to be fast. Fast videos, fast messages, and fast food. We've forgotten how to slow down. But the thing is the fast food making us feel even more tired? It's a circle. You're tired. So do you want to eat something sugary? Then the sugar wears off. And you feel even worse than before. So what do? You grab more sugar to feel even better. We're all just running in circles, trying to feel normal by eating the stuff that makes us feel bad. And it's not your fault, really. The whole system is set up this way. It's easier for the big companies if you're always hungry for all their snacks. They spend millions of dollars making sure those chips taste exactly right so you can't stop eating them. It's like they're hacking our brains. And when your brain gets hacked like that, it's hard to fight back really. Those companies have labs where they study the crunch. They measure exactly how loud a chip should be when you bite it. They figure out the exact perfect mix of salt and sugar that makes your mouth water before you even take a bite. It's not even a fair fight. You're just a person who's hungry after a long day, and they're a giant machine designed to make you want more. It makes you it makes you feel like you don't even have any power. Have you ever finished a whole bag of something and looked down and wonder where it all went? You didn't even taste the last half of the bag. You were just moving your hand from the bag to your mouth like a robot. That's because the food is made to bypass the part of your brain that says, okay, I'm full now. It keeps the more button pressed down until the bag is empty. This is why locking in feels so impossible for most of us. We think we can just use our own will power to stop. We think starting Monday, I'm going to be a completely different person. But you're the same person living in the same world, surrounded by the same snacks that were built to break your willpower. It's like trying to walk through a rainstorm and stay dry without an umbrella. Eventually you're gonna get wet. We need to be nicer to ourselves about this. We spend so much time feeling guilty. We eat something that's considered bad, and then we spend the next hour telling ourselves how weak we are. But feeling bad just makes us feel more tired, and being more tired makes us want more snacks. It's a trap that feeds itself. If we could just stop the guilt, we might have a little more energy to actually make a better choice next time. Think about how we used to eat. A long time ago, if you wanted something sweet, you had to find a piece of fruit or some honey. You had to go work for it. And when you ate, it was a big deal. Now sweet things are everywhere. They're at a gas station, the pharmacy, the office, even the hardware store. You can't go anywhere without someone trying to sell you a glass of sugar. We aren't eating more because we are greedier than people used to be. We are eating more because the world turned into one giant vending machine. And the food isn't just about taste anymore. It's about how it makes us feel about ourselves. We see people on the internet eating these perfect, beautiful meals in bright kitchens. They look so happy and thin and successful. We think that if we eat like them, we will be happy like them. But then we see the price of the food they eat, or see how long it takes to really cook it, and then we feel left out. We feel like health is a club that we aren't allowed to join. So we go back to the chips. The chips don't judge us. The chips are always there. They're cheap, they taste the same every single time. They're a constant in a world that feels like it's changing too fast. But here's the secret. These companies don't actually care about you. They don't care if you feel good or even sleep well. They just want you to keep clicking and keep crunching. When you realize that, it changes things. It stops being about being a good person and it starts being about not letting yourself get tricked.